Now, today's top stories and Power of 5 weather from News 5. Sponsored by Akron Children's Hospital.
Good Sunday morning, Northeast Ohio, on this 25th of July. It's Christmas in July for those that like to mark the occasion. That means we're heading into the home stretch in the race for the 11th District Congressional seat. And if you had any doubt about that, the ads that are running on television, showing up in your mailbox, or even on your phone drive that point home. There's an old axiom in politics. You define your opponent before your opponent has a chance to define themselves. Well, for 2 of the 13 hopefuls in the race, there's a lot of defining going on.
I'm Chantel Brown. For me, it's about results.
In the race for the Ohio 11th Congressional seat, these positive get-to-know-me commercials have given way to more negative as Election Day draws nearer and polls show the race drawing tighter. The campaign of Nina Turner out with an ad attacking Chantel Brown, alleging she used her seat on county council to enrich friends, family, and herself.
On council, Brown voted to give more than $32 million in taxpayer contracts to a company connected to her boyfriend and family. She even voted to give herself a $7,000 pay raise for a part-time job on council.
County Council President Purnell Jones sees that as an attack on the entire council and their practices.
I'm telling you that there is nothing improper that has been done. To say that is untrue.
Jones was joined by members of the Cleveland Clergy Coalition who are supporting Brown in her run to denounce the negative ads.
Chantel Brown has not run one negative ad through her campaign.
Through her campaign being the operative words.
Chantel Brown or Nina Turner? Who can we trust to deliver on President Biden's agenda?
A pro-Israel PAC, Democratic Majority for Israel, has been running ads and setting out these mailers on Brown's behalf that Turner says distorts her record.
Chantel Brown and her out-of-state special interests are not telling the truth.
Turner's campaign standing by the claims, telling News 5 in a statement, after Chantel Brown and her out-of-state allies have run weeks of dishonest negative attack ads, Chantel Brown is in no position to complain about truthful ads that raise serious questions about her tenure in office. With the amount of national interest and money in this race, News 5 political analyst Dr. Tom Sutton says this is to be expected.
Outside money is a big factor in the race on both sides, and with outside money you get an increasingly abrasive campaign on both sides.
Could that abrasiveness then drive voters to one of the other 11 candidates?
That's a great question. I think we may see some people do that, particularly when you look at on-the-ground relationships and people who know Jeff Johnson and really, or some of these other candidates like Tariq Shabazz, even Seth Corey, the doctor, who have isolated areas of support. But will that surmount the kind of support that will likely go to Brown and Turner? I doubt it. What I think we'll have is neither of them will get 50% plus, but it will be one of those two, and then there will be a 5% here, 3% there, and a lot of others with probably 1% or less in the vote final tally.
And you're going to continue to see that air of negativity as the polls show. It moves the needle. Early voting continues tomorrow. Your local Board of Elections, remember, the hours expand by 2 hours, open till 7 p.m. each day this week. And while the hours may be longer, the lines certainly aren't. You want to feel like a rock star like Kirsten here? Show up to vote early at the Board of Elections and you'll find yourself at the center of attention.
But we got very good service. 10 different people helped us.
You expect this every time now?
Yeah, from now on.
She had the place to herself this day, so too did Dennis Boyd. They are among the 1,400 people who have voted during the first 2 weeks of in-person early voting. By comparison, on the first day alone last October, they had more than 1,700. Dennis isn't surprised.
Because it's a special election and a lot of people are not aware. I've been talking to some of my relatives and telling them, time to get out and vote.
Dennis's advocacy coming in part because he is a former poll worker, something he strongly encourages people to consider doing, especially in this race. Yes, despite a record number of people who answered the call last November as a result of outreach efforts by the Ohio Secretary of State's office, their poll worker tracker shows Cuyahoga County to be not only short of their goal, but short of the minimum needed. BOE Director Anthony Perlotti says they'll be okay for August 3rd, but
right after August, we have a September 14th election and a November election, and now is the time also to sign up for those elections.
Secretary of State Frank LaRose says there's also a side benefit to being a poll worker. You see for yourself that our elections are fair.
It's like getting a master's degree in elections administration, and by the way, you're doing an important patriotic duty. They'll pay you for your work. We need both Republicans, Democrats, and independents to sign up to be poll workers, and voteohio.gov is the place to do it.
The most pressing need, though, for young adults is that need for warehouse workers for those 4 hours after election night.
When voting at the polls is done, all that material has to come back to our shop, and we have to then go ahead and process that. And that takes over 100 additional temporary employees. A lot of times we engage college and high school students to do this work, but they're still on summer break. So we need individuals to come and sign up to do that work. It pays $15 an hour. It's about a 4-hour assignment from 7:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. You're guaranteed at least $60.
And if you have any interest in those positions, you can find more information on the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections website. With Democracy 2021, I'm John Kosick. Enjoy your Sunday.
After a stormy start to the day, we are seeing drying conditions, decreasing clouds. Can't rule out a stray shower for the afternoon, but most of us will not see that. Otherwise, we'll have partly cloudy skies and temperatures into the middle 80s, so it is going to be rather warm. And tomorrow is even hotter. Temperatures continue to climb into the upper 80s, feeling like the lower 90s with dew points creeping back up, so it'll be more humid outside. Spotty showers and storms return on Tuesday for just a portion of the area and increase as we move throughout the rest of the week. Cold front drops our temperatures by Friday.
Sponsored by Akron Children's Hospital.